Thank you, Candace. That was absolutely wonderful. I love the villain elf, actually. It doesn't put me to sleep at all. At least not when you read it. So next up, I'd like to give a very warm welcome to Deborah Harford. Deborah Harford is a lifelong environmentalist who is passionate about nature and wild things. She runs a think tank at Simon Fraser University that studies ways to respond to the challenges of climate change. Deborah is equally passionate about literature and has been writing poetry all of her life. She is inspired by nature in her poetry and as she is in her work. Let's give a warm welcome, everybody, for Deborah Harford.
Thanks very much, James. What a great crowd. This is so wonderful. Thanks so much for having me. So I'm just going to read you 3 poems. This is one from last August. It's called Consensus Building, which, you know, I work with lots of different people, and, well, we know it can be tough. My homeland has been snipped up into pieces. It's become strange to me. Stranger still are my relatives, busying themselves with shopping lists and messages, standing in circles facing inwards. I run around their backs, muttering polite requests for them to turn around, look up at the stars, examine their fences, but I'm outside the circle. I'm a ghost to them. No matter. I'm planting seeds. I've convened a support group of animals. The elk's a bit shy, but comes anyway, on condition the cougar sits 2 seats away. The mouse has some excellent ideas. She's an expert in grassroots activism. The dog and cat, being the 1% of animals, are only semi-involved, but we tolerate them. We invite the fish, birds, and bugs, of course, but the birds have trouble focusing, and they're terribly noisy, and the frog has to translate for the fish. We soon learned not to hold meetings at dusk. The bugs got eaten before they could speak. Fine. Collaboration is hard. This we know. After much deliberation, we've reached a consensus, and now, my relatives, we will be dropping our leaflets into your circles. Some will arrive in a downpour that may mist up your smartphones, sorry. Some in a blast of heat, we recommend sunscreen. Either way, they'll be hard to ignore. In the leaflets, you will find instructions. Simple, but not easy to follow, we admit. Let me summarize for you, quickly, before you turn on the TV. It's simple, I told you. It's this: protect the rivers. The rivers, that's right. No, all the way up. Yes, and all the way down. There are lines drawn across them. Yes, we've looked into that, and it's one of the problems. People use them for this and that. Ditto. Here's the thing, and we've drawn you a picture to show you. The blood clots and numbness and obstructions you're feeling, they will all go away if you do this. Your breathing will deepen. Your heart will expand. Your aura will glow with the rainbows that dance over waterfalls. Your hair will grow lush and green, brown or blonde, or red, like mine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back. There's a sunset to watch, and the group hates to miss it, but the mountains demanding to climb. I have to carry the mouse, the elk can't open the gate, the dog and cat fight, the fish and birds get irate, and the frog says the cougar's on time. This is an older one called Tide/Tide, as in tide of water or tied to something. I'm going to hold it because it's easier to do. The lilac nods in buzzing heat. Petals drop with liquid fragrance. Leaves scoop dew and hold the air. Osmose life and hold out hope. Fat gold of carrots beneath the earth, licked by worms and given birth by blackness, wetness, warmth, the things we fear, the final home. Upside down dolphins laugh and plunge, sniff the current, slick as tongues, hear the wave of whale song slide along the ripples with the tide. Ruffled feathers scrape the air, the wind blows the falcon in the clear. Swallows dive up, herons plunge, eagles, ravens, crows, and suns running feet and padding paws, webs and fingers, toes and claws, branches, twigs, seaweed and leaves, roots, tendrils, suckers, spores and seeds, bodies, torsos, tree trunks, fur, nipples, sperm, eggs, 2 and 4, hair and feathers, leaves and scales, shells, bones, spines, twigs, teeth and nails, broccoli, brains, lungs, sponges, stars, galaxies, atoms, Earth and Mars, spirals, neurons, networks, webs, waves and ripples, rocks that ebb, photons, neutrons, tears and sparks, sweat, smell, rhizomes, light and dark, solid, soft, transparent, clay, ion, we are, the interplay. And so this is a Happy Earth Day poem to the Earth. I asked the Earth what she wanted to say, how to understand how she feels these days. She said, go to the water. She said, find a river. She said, sit in a willow's shade. She said, dip your toe in the southern ocean, cast your line into a fountain, get down on your knees by the edge of a lake, take a deep breath, submerge your face, look right through the mirror to the other side. Well, all I had at the time was the smell of rain, the zip code of droplets falling like bullets on a hot day in Paris. I pulled it in like a pipe smoker, inhaled the scent like a connoisseur of wine through the flat, cracked glass of my window. The water spoke in a rush, kind of foaming. It said, neon, string snapping. It said, which button did you press? Because this elevator's going up. It said, please don't put pavement everywhere. Does no one listen to Joni Mitchell anymore? It said, stop polluting and love each other. Did you read Allen Ginsberg? Because he did his homework. It said, open your eyes and stop smelling me. There's work to do. So I snapped too. I said, okay, I'm going to take this on. I said, if no one else will speak for the animals, I will. I said, I'll act local, think global. I said, you know, it's not exactly fashionable to be enormous and round. And I'm not even sure that blue and green is the new black. But if it comes to it, I'll wear orange for that. I said, maybe raindrops are small acts of kindness and what we need now is a storm. And then I said, but. I said, but am I too small? I had a million buts to tell you the truth, but that about sums it up. Oh, child, said the Earth, quite loudly, even though she was turning silently in space, holding the jigsaw puzzle of life on her curving belly. Oh, child, she said, so loudly I swear Elon Musk could have heard it on Mars. You're not alone.
Tim, do you want to come help?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the misspelling.
Oh, don't worry.
That's my mistake.
She spelled it for me over the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
So
Sorry,
if you
Deborah.
give me your email, I'll send you another one.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to take a couple of questions from the audience.
Oh, of course.